Today we're going to be talking about physical fitness. Now some of you may ask, well, what is physical fitness? You can define physical fitness simply as a measurement of the body's ability to carry out daily tasks efficiently and effectively in work and in leisure activities. A couple types of physical fitness can be categorized in two specific areas. One is general fitness, and the other is specific fitness. General fitness is a state of health you're in currently and how your body really is at this current time. Specific fitness is more task-oriented, such as running, stretching, lifting, the things that we think about when we think about exercise. That's more specific fitness. But today we're going to talk mostly about the components of physical fitness. Alright, this is what we see when we want results, or what we aim for in our goals when we decide to carry out a exercise program. So a couple of the components that we're mainly going to talk about are the five main ones of physical fitness. First one being muscular strength, muscular endurance, cardiorespiratory endurance, flexibility, and body composition. The first one we're going to go and talk about is our muscular strength. Now some of you guys may ask, just what is muscular strength? Muscular strength is basically the amount of force that muscles apply when carrying out a task. This force is how much weight you can lift at a given moment. You know, we use muscular strength every day. Some of us may not realize it, but when we get out of bed in the morning, that's muscular strength. When we go to the grocery store, we take the groceries into the house, we're using muscular strength. Anything your body can do that requires a lot of effort at one time is what we like to measure our muscular strength off of. A lot of athletes like to measure their strength off of how much weight they can lift in a weight room. Alright, a lot of sprinters like to run hard to see how much muscular strength they have in their legs. We use it every day whether we know it or we don't. So basically the muscular strength is how much force the muscles apply at a given time. Now some benefits of muscular strength, has a lot of them. The main one, walking. We walk every day. We may not think of it as muscular strength, but if we didn't have the strength to walk, we wouldn't be able to do it. After walk, simply is running. Alright, even sitting down and sitting up, we use muscular strength to do that. Another benefit of muscular strength is your physical appearance. Some people like to lift to gain muscle mass, to make themselves look bigger. That's what a lot of people like to aim for when they think muscular strength. They think of looking muscular. Another one is performance. A lot of athletes like to work on their muscular strength for performance on the field, so they can get an advantage on their opponents. Another one is increasing your metabolism. When you lift weights, your body burns more fat, which is increasing your metabolism, which is another reason people like to use muscular strength in their exercise programs. A big one that some of us may not think about for a benefit of muscular strength is it decreases the risk of injury. The more we work our muscles, the less risk of injury we'll have. If you fall, you'll be able to catch yourself easier. Simple things like that. Another benefit is you'll have more energy throughout the day. Alright, it also improves your posture. Helps you walk straight, sit up straight. Another big one is it helps prevent diseases. It also improves your self-esteem. After you get done lifting, you ever feel like oh, that was fun, or you're positive? It's because it helps you improve your self-esteem. And lastly, it helps you carry out everyday tasks easier, whether it be walking up the stairs or walking to your car. Simple things like that that we take for granted. If we didn't have muscular strength, it wouldn't make it very easy. So these are some of the benefits of muscular strength that we take for granted every day that we sometimes don't really think of. Our next component is going to be muscular endurance. Now, muscular endurance and muscular strength go hand in hand with each other. Muscular endurance is the ability to use groups of muscles over a certain amount of time without getting fatigued. When I said earlier about how people who lift like to lift heavy weight for maybe one time, muscular endurance, you don't lift as heavy a weight, but you lift it more times. Alright, so you're going to have more of the muscular endurance. Like when I used the sprinter's analogy earlier, in this case it'd be more of a distance runner. You can use your muscles but for a longer period of time without getting tired. And that's just how it differs from strength, because your muscular strength is lifting something heavy. Muscular endurance is lifting something over and over. It may not be as heavy, but you use it more often. Some of the benefits of muscular endurance are simple. They got almost all the same benefits as muscular strength. The only real difference is it lets you perform daily tasks for a longer length of time. Let's say you're on the go all day. You have something going on, something right after another. You're using muscular strength throughout the whole day, whereas muscular endurance throughout the whole day, Whereas muscular strength, you can only do something really heavy for a short amount of time. So the muscular endurance and muscular strength go hand in hand with each other. Our third component that we're going to be talking about is cardiorespiratory endurance, or cardio as some people like to shorten it up. Now, some people might not really know what cardiorespiratory endurance is. Simply, it's your heart and lungs' ability to work efficiently during a physical activity. The best way to improve your cardiorespiratory endurance is by aerobic activity. Now, some of you may not know what aerobic means, but basically aerobic activity is how our body needs oxygen for our heart and lungs to work. Now, an aerobic activity can go from anything from walking, running, biking, swimming, anything that gets your heart pumping. Right? Any of those can be used as an aerobic activity. And really, there's none of them that are better than the other. It's just what's best for you. Some benefits of cardiorespiratory endurance, there's a lot of them. I have a couple listed here. Makes everyday task easier. If you have more endurance, you feel like you can get more done. Another benefit is it increases muscle tone, simply because it decreases your body fat. We'll get into that a little bit later. Another one is it increases muscle endurance. If you're running a lot for cardio, it's going to help your legs get better, so it's going to help improve your muscle endurance. Another one is it increases your VO2 max, which is how much blood your heart pumps. It improves your body composition. It also improves your immune system, which some of us may not know. The more we work out, our body's going to help fight off infection more and more and more. So that's why I believe exercise is very important when it helps fighting off sickness. And another huge one is it reduces risk of diseases, whether it be diabetes, obesity, heart disease. Cardiorespiratory endurance is very important in one's daily life. Another huge one that people might associate cardiorespiratory endurance is it lowers blood pressure. If somebody has high blood pressure, you may have a doctor be put on a program where you have to do a certain amount of cardiorespiratory endurance a day, just so they can lower that blood pressure and it fights off the risk of diseases. Another one, you have more energy throughout the day. You work out, like I said, with your muscular strength and muscular endurance, you'll have more energy throughout the day after a workout. Lastly, it improves your self-esteem. Anytime you can work out, it's going to make you feel better about yourself. Next component we're going to get into is flexibility. Flexibility is simply your body's ability to move your joints through a full range of motion without extreme pain. You're going to have a little bit of pain when you're stretching a little bit, but Any more than a little pain's not good. Your flexibility depends on bones, your muscles, your tendons, and ligaments of a joint. Some benefits of flexibility: it improves your performance, whether it be on an athletic field, okay, or just carrying out everyday living activities. Being flexible is very important for one's overall health. It can improve your body posture when you're standing up, when you're sitting down. It can reduce your muscle soreness. Maybe even it helps with back pain. Some of you may have back pain. Well, being flexible is going to help you reduce your back pain. Right? It also helps with better blood flow, getting your blood flowing, getting nutrients to your muscles. Our last one that we're going to talk about is body composition. Now, a lot of you probably do not know what body composition is. Right? Body composition shows the percentage of muscle, bone, organs, and body fat your body has. Now, women need more than men simply because of health issues. Women need more body fat for childbearing. Right? A recommended body weight for women is about 5% higher than men. Now, a lot of studies show that there's different percentiles that they consider healthy and unhealthy. But guys like to be no less than 5, but no more than 20. And women like to be no less than 10 and no more than 25 is around a healthy body composition percentage. Too much body fat can lead to diseases. Heart disease, diabetes, obesity. This is becoming a big issue with students in elementary school and middle school. The more body fat you have, the more your heart has to work. It's just more weight that you're carrying around, and it's harder for your heart to work. It's got to carry the weight. So that's why I think body composition is something that people don't really notice, but it's something that's very important. You can measure this a couple ways. You can measure it with calipers. You can have a water-based test. There's different ways to measure body composition, from how much body fat percentage you have and how much lean muscle mass you have. That's what body composition is going to show you. So these are just some of the components that we have for physical fitness.